everyone, so this is my end of year TBR, and the theme for this selection is basically just trying to finish books that I've started. So there are 5 books on this list, and that's actually quite ambitious for me because I usually only read 3 to 4 books a month. So first up is The Mountain and the Sea by Ray Naylor, and this book follows a host of characters. And there's AI, there's octopuses, there's a lot going on. I started this book in November and I'm hoping to finish it before the end of the year. Next up is The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. Basically, the women in June Farrow's family have a curse, and the story is about her figuring out what that is and what she's going to do. I started this book in November, but my library loan lapsed, so I hope to finish it before the end of the year. Next up is This Is What It Sounds Like by Susan Rogers and Augie August. This book explores the neuroscience behind music and music preference and draws in a lot of experiences from Susan Rogers, who worked in the industry for some time before going to academia. Now, I started this book earlier in the year and I found it fascinating. I was taking notes as I was listening to it. And then my library loan lapsed, and then I decided to buy it as an Audible book, but then it just sat in my Audible library, and I am determined to finish it by the end of the year. Next up is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. This book follows an orc named Viv who's totally over bloodshed and just ready for a calm, quiet, cozy life running a coffee shop. Now, I tried to pick up this book a couple times and I just couldn't get into it, and I was about to DNF it, but then someone had mentioned online that listening to it as an audiobook was a really pleasant experience. Since I have a lot of travel coming up, I figured this might be a nice listen as, I'm waiting in airport lines and just trying to transit during the holidays. So I'm curious to see if the audiobook will resonate a bit more and if I'll finish this book by the end of the year. Finally on my list is The English Understand Wool by Helen DeWitt. The main protagonist is a 17-year-old girl who has these assumptions about the world, and as she goes on her Ramadan travels, those are upended. This has been on my list for a while, and my library just acquired it and I was able to check it out. And since it's a novella, so around 69 pages, I'm hoping I can finish it by the end of the year. So those are the 5 books that I hope to finish by the end of the year. Most are books that I've started, and it would just feel really good to have that sense of completion, especially of things that I started in 2023 before 2024 starts. But if that doesn't happen, that's okay too. So I'm curious, what's on your TBR? If you're a fellow booktuber and you already made your end of year TBR video, let me know. I'll just link it below. And if you're not a booktuber, but you have some things you want to finish reading, let me know as well. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.